Eat, drink, and be merry. The Gordon Ramsay
My
way.
first foray into Shanghai.
The British chef has opened his first restaurant in Shanghai, a fine dining establishment in a private club. A city with options galore and cuisine from all over the world. Is the celebrity chef ready for the kitchen heat to boil over?
I'm ready for competition. I've never been scared of pressure. I love competition.
Yeah, this is the Gordon Ramsay people have come to know from his television programs. He has 85 restaurants across the world and over the course of his career earned 17 Michelin stars. When it comes to food, ingredients, and his restaurants, he's as serious as a hunting lion.
I've eaten some fascinating things and I've eaten some pretty disgusting things, but as a chef, you've got to taste everything. One of the most awkward tastes was a fermented shark that I ate in Iceland, in Reykjavik. And it was cured underground in the winter. And yeah, it just did not resonate with my palate. I have a very sensitive palate. So yeah, I will not be putting fermented shark anywhere near my menus.
As for the myriad of cuisines around China, which one has tantalized his taste buds?
I'm a huge fan of Sichuan and the dumplings, whether it's a scallop, eggplant, a fish dumpling.
So what's his plan to stand out in Shanghai's fiercely competitive restaurant scene, where eateries seemingly open and close in the time it takes to make a xiaolongbao? What does Gordon Ramsay envision with his latest venture?
Mr. Ramsay, thanks for your time. So you know the Hell's Kitchen was on ICS like years ago. That's when I started to know you, and Chinese fans and followers were impressed by your charismatic personality. Tell us why you're now in Shanghai opening your first restaurant now.
Well, thank you and welcome to Chow House. It's a very exciting moment for me and the team here to be in partnership with Harrods and to bring that level of cuisine to this beautiful building. This building is steeped in history and has almost become the sort of sleeping beauty of Shanghai. There's a huge influx of Chinese restaurants back home in London, and they are literally one of the nation's favorite cuisines. So we've always had that crossover. But whether it's Beijing, Shanghai, I've always been super impressed with what's happening locally. And then you think of some of the young Michelin star chefs now, recipients of these awards. It's really putting Shanghai on the map, rightly so.
Actually, you've got a lot of restaurants elsewhere in the world, so how's this one different from the rest? And any special or secret menus you will offer here?
We do have multiple restaurants, and they're all sort of multi-faceted from 1-star, 2-star, 3-star Michelin. Then we have some beautiful fast casuals, Asian influenced style businesses. The residence here is fine dining.
Given his experience with a variety of different types of restaurants, I'm curious why he's starting at the summit with fine dining here in Shanghai.
The local community here enjoy an amazing standard. And whether you're shopping for a handbag, hair, nails, jewellery, whiskey, an amazing evening, local residents in Shanghai really enjoy indulgent. So this is a unique club, and it's limited to very small numbers. The smaller the number, the higher the quality. We have this beautiful 45-seater dining room with private dining rooms adjacent and 2 beautiful kitchens. Restaurant Gordon Ramsay back in London is just celebrating its 26th year, and it has 40 seats, exactly the same number of seats that we have here. As my first foray into Shanghai, I couldn't be more excited to be here.
What about the food? Any special food you're going to offer here?
There's lots of special foods. We devised one of our signature dishes and turned this beautiful Wagyu Wellington into something unique. And we're working with fish, caviar, a lot of the poultry, the vegetables sourced locally. And so we've got a bit of a sort of Western influence on some nostalgia and drawing in from the amazing fish. Yellow croaker, for instance, and today we're serving that with a caviar beurre blanc, the dragon fruit ice cream that's going with a chocolate fondant.
You are now doing business here in China. There's a ton of Chinese cuisine actually here from Shanghai, from Sichuan, from Hunan, and there's Cantonese dish. Can you name some specific style of Chinese cuisine that you enjoy most? Do you have any favorite Chinese dish?
Yeah, I've been traveling around China for many years, and China is this wonderful melting pot of unique flavors. Everyone thinks I don't enjoy spice. I love spice. It just needs to be done with such articulation in a way that heat's important, acid is important, citrus is crucial. But Sichuan I've been a huge fan of for many years. I've been fascinated with dumplings ever since I lived in Italy, mastering raviolis and tortellinis. And the Chinese equivalent of dumplings, there's something quite unique about the techniques. And the crossover between that Italian influence, making great, beautiful tortellinis, to hand crimping dumplings and steaming them with scallop roe is something that I've treasured beautifully. Trained in France, modern European influence, but with a huge sway towards Chinese cuisine.
Have these experiences in China brought some new inspirations to your menus this time in Shanghai?
I've always been supercharged when it comes to inspiration. It's a huge nod to what's happening in Shanghai with the ingredients and the sort of Gordon Ramsay twist that we put on every item. We've just started, and drawing from the local produce and then implementing a standard like no other has been a very exciting job.
You've got a very remarkable career, having earned more than a dozen Michelin stars actually with your restaurants. So what do you think is the key to your success? And with this restaurant, are you looking for more 3 Michelin stars here?
What this restaurant means, it's going to be utter perfection. Yeah, of course, one day we'd love to glitter this place with stars. But now the main objective is getting the standards right. The team have been amazing.
Big cities like Shanghai, Beijing, Guangzhou, they have a lot of emerging restaurants, whether it's Western cuisine, it's afternoon tea house.
Yes.
So now you're opening restaurants here. So what do you think is your competitiveness here?
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, customers vote with their feet. Shanghai is one of the most competitive foodie cities anywhere in China now. It's a place of showcasing some really smart, sophisticated brands. And so to be here in amongst some of the best chefs in China, I'm ready for competition.
Will you come more frequently, like in the future with this restaurant?
That's a very good question. Having just opened this place, absolutely, without a doubt.
Thanks for your time, Mr. Ramsay.
Thank you, Lisa. Gordon as well, thank you.
The residence is aiming to have 250 members in China. They will be the first foodies to taste the Gordon Ramsay twist on contemporary cuisine in Shanghai.